Thank you, Joe. They didn't want to see you again?
Yeah.
Man, that's harsh. Man, I'm from a small town too. A town called St. Joseph, Illinois.
Okay.
Anybody? Population 2,000. Since I moved away, it's exploded to 4,000.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a metropolis now. And whenever you tell someone you're from a farm town, they expect you to grow up on a farm. I did not grow up on a farm, but I did go to the ER after working in the cornfields for 4 weeks. I had allergies so bad I couldn't even breathe. So that was the end of my farming days right there. No farming career for me. In fact, my parents did not grow up on a farm either. My mom is a retired nurse, and my dad was a cheapskate. Yeah. Our family vacations, we never flew anywhere. I didn't fly anywhere until I was 30.
Wow.
Our trips were, if you can call them vacations, were just days of driving 12 hours and then going right back home. Yep, there's Mount Rushmore. Okay, let's head back. And we never went anyplace cool or fun like Disneyland. We went to a place called the Sioux Locks. The Sioux Locks. What, you've never been? It's, you're from Michigan, you might know it. It's a passageway between, it's right in between Canada and the Upper Peninsula of Michigan there, and it's a passageway between two of the Great Lakes. It's an engineering marvel, which is kid for boring. Because all you do is watch a barge slowly go up, slowly move forward, slowly move down, and slowly move forward. My big takeaway from that trip was watching a guy walk this way at the same speed that the barge was going that way. So it looked like he was walking really fast and going nowhere. Fuck Disneyland. That's a life lesson. I'm not sure what kind of life lesson, but it's, yeah. Our vacations, in quotation marks, were in all engineering marvels. We had some funny games. Like when we pulled into a motel, we played hide the family from the motel manager. He'd park like a half a mile away, and then after he got his room, he'd put blankets over our heads and yell, "Run! A Earth Jedi's gonna get you!" He didn't know Star Wars. It was just a couple of words that he heard me say. A related game was Dad Has No Family. I was in the swimming pool at one of the motels, and I see Dad walking up, and I took a break from splashing around with absolutely no one, and saying, "Dad! Dad! 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 Dad!" Motherfucker didn't miss a beat.
Wow.
Didn't acknowledge my existence or even look at me. And Mom said, "He loves you. You just didn't play the game." Game? I wasn't informed that these were games ahead of time. So yeah, that put me in therapy for one of the major reasons. Being a cheapskate though, Dad was good at finding deals. He was a deal whisperer. I found out pretty recently that the house I grew up in was built by high school students. I couldn't make that up. It was their senior class project. Only my dad could find that deal. And it explained a lot why half the electrical outlets didn't work, the roof leaked, someone wrote Stoner Kev was here in the basement. And speaking of basement, every time it rained, had to get a bucket brigade going from the basement to the upstairs toilet. My mom's singing, I don't know, but I've been told marrying your father was a big mistake. Sound off. That's cheap. And as I got older, I became the bucket brigade. I don't know, but I've been told I can get emancipated at 16. Sound off. I'm watching General Hospital. That was my mom. She always liked General Hospital instead of helping me with the bucket brigade. But in our little town, they thought we were rich because Dad drove Mercedes Benzes. But they didn't know that there was always a reason he got a deal on these cars. There was always something wrong with him. Like the last car he drove on Earth, he got from my uncle, and he got it for a song. And that song was, I left my Cadillac out in a hailstorm. It looked like somebody had airlifted the car and dropped it in Fallujah. And so, yeah, it looked like there were bullet holes all over the car. And so he just painted it camouflage, and every time he drove it up Main Street, that was his parade. He never got. Oh yeah, Dad's one piece of the puzzle. My mom. I'm not a mama's boy, but my mom's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's hear it from moms. I've never met another person anywhere in life who was never wrong about anything. Ever. And the fact that she was able to do that by not hearing, seeing, or reading anything was all the more impressive. It's like she gathered information from the ether. Because she would say something and I would say, oh, where'd you hear that, Mom? I didn't hear it anywhere. Did you read it somewhere? No, I didn't read it. Well, how do you know? I just know. Okay. And I was never right. And she was so confident in that, it warped my perception of reality. Every time I could say it's cloudy out, she would say, no, it's sunny. Am I just looking wrong? Does everybody else see that it's sunny and not me? Am I in another reality? Am I here right now with you people? Am I in a padded cell with a straitjacket going, it's cloudy, it's cloudy, it's cloudy. Oh my God, she was always right. And I'll just leave you with this one. She is today convinced that she is always right. I talked to her a couple of weeks ago. She said, I was exposed to COVID. And I'm like, okay, you got to see a doctor, get Paxlovid, do this and do that. I'll check up on you. No, I never get viruses. Okay, well, I'll check up on you. I'll call you next week. And I called, and sure enough, Mom did not get COVID, which is a good thing. Don't get me wrong. But still, I hate it when she's right, God damn it. That's it for me. I'm Jim McCaffrey.